You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. You know why you're here, don't you? The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time? It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood? Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated. Deprecated. We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for? That's fine. It's yours for as long as you want it. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. Sometimes we wish we'd asked something and the moment just passes. Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you? Chief DuPont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing. Yeah, it's a big place. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading. So, what's your question, Sam? Oh. The Page of Cups. It suggests I'm innocent of whatever it is I'm being accused of. I'm going to be seeing a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam? Good. We're neighbours. Just knock if you need me.
The phone. She hit speed dial. Mom? It's Zoe. I know. It was the detective you hired. He tried to kill me. I know. As fast as I can. I love you too. Okay. Bye. She puts the phone back, and her...
by Ashley Van Hesteren, read by Adam Day. The demon really did spread like a virus. Easier probably. A virus needs contact, shared air, apart.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs? Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam. That's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers. Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously. Because things, I don't have enough on her, that's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it? Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you. You don't get that. There's no badge and gun, just a hope and a promise. Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it. Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you? She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone. Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating? Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius. In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already. They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually. Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos. I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed. I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person. I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me. Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though. Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they? Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest. Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend. Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading. Chief DuPont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise. I didn't. We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth. We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team. We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful. Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way. I heard you say earlier your name's Sam. You don't look like a Sam. We did a reading. A group reading, actually, with a special tarot deck. The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something, but I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own. I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician. No, not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there. Spoken like the true killer, posing as a detective, trying to frame someone else for the murder. Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck. I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on. The cards told us to. Well, the cards of rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is. No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do. I didn't say job. I said job. Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions. No, you don't. She's like my big sister, so pretty well. No. I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is? Nah, the devil's cool. The tarot one, I mean, not the actual one. I'm not a devil worshipper. The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want no matter the cost. Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad. Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. I'm more worried about Violet. I didn't see her last night, did you?
You think she's the murderer? Did Violet know Dorota?
I have no idea. They're both redheads. Maybe August has a club?
Something's weird, isn't it? Bron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time.
Are you looking to take over?
No. I'm just worried.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Please don't ask us to leave.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
If one of your crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
Amongst many vehicles for a single slayer, there surely must be others. Cannot believe I am unique amongst all mankind, and if I am, then why me? I've tried to be discriminating in my victims. No true innocents have been fed to the beast, though that first time was pretty close. But everyone since has put themselves in my path. It's a way to live with the monstrosity of it. It's barbaric, but at least I tell myself the slayer only takes...
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. What was Rain doing last night? As for Bronwyn and Lexi, I need you to ask what they were doing last night. Compare alibis. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. That's it. What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself. Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner, we got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Large pupils. The spots on his neck seem to shine in the distant neon. I can smell his breath, sour with the stink of rotting teeth. A smackhead, I guess, in need of his medicine. Well, he had more choices about his life than me.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Ooh. Ringside seat as the Terminator or Bruce Lee or Mike Tyson or all three combined takes control of my body and pours through it.
Who knows whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude?
How's Bronwyn been? What were you doing last night?
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always.
How can you not remember, Violet?
I don't know. Which is exactly what I said in my statement. Don't try and get me to contradict myself.
How's Bronwyn been?
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude, you're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
So, the ecstasy fades, recalling me to the coldness of the night.
Chief Dupont, what a pleasant surprise. I think we've covered just about everything twice over, but if you think I'm hiding something...
Who are you really, Bronwyn Castle?
Does it bother you, Chief Dupont, knowing there are things in this world that aren't black and white? You don't know what to file me under, and that makes you uncomfortable. Or perhaps you've already made up your mind about me. Why don't you tell me who you think I am?
You're a con artist. You're a murderer. You're a con artist. You're a murderer.
I haven't asked anyone for a penny.
For the back of the bus, sit by a window and watch London go by as through the grimy glass. Then there's another long walk through the rain, the tiredness dragging on my legs.
Good evening, Chief Dupont.
Dorota's family, what does the tarot say about them? Bronwyn ever been arrested?
Not since I've met her. She's a lawful good type character, if you play D&D.
Lexi ever been in trouble with the police?
No, not to my knowledge. She's sweet and innocent. Or haven't you picked up on that yet?
Dorota's family, what does the tarot say about them?
I can do a reading, if you want.
Yes.
It's the Five of Cups. It talks about loss and dealing with that loss. I don't think you need a tarot reader to interpret that one.
Battering a victim with my walking frame to feed the beast.
Oh, Chief Inspector, you gave me a shock. What is it? What have I done?
Tell me about Bron. Why are you here in August?
Well, it's not for the nightlife, I can tell you that. This is where the cards told us to go. I guess you could call it destiny.
Do you know anyone here? What's wrong with the nightlife?
There isn't any. And sometimes a girl needs a party.
Tell me about Bronwyn. What were you doing last night?
Nothing. I mean, I was here all night. This cat's on her. Bron can vouch for me.
Tell me about Bronwyn. Tell me about...
She's an Aquarius. Her favourite colour is green. What else do you need to know?
Is she your leader? Has she killed before?
No, and she hasn't killed this time. Nice try, though.
So, it feels heavy again. And I think, I want to say, it's wooden.
Yes.
And there's a handle, and then it kind of looks like a bell shape.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Like a wooden... Yeah, but it's heavy, like really heavy.
Okay, I'm going to explain. The reason why it's heavy, it's in fact an...
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Man down the pub told me.
That's incredible.
Poe's curiosity shop is now closed.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe.
What's going on, Violet? Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm okay. No,
What's the matter?
the new detective's acting strange. I think I might be the killer. I don't feel safe.
You can feel safe. I've already got somebody posted outside the guest house. It's an unmarked car. But you know Danny, don't you? Leyland's kid? Any problems, you let him know. So Off you go. I'm being subtle. I don't want to see you back here, okay? You got anything to report, give me a call. Any problems, talk to Danny. Danny, remember?
Danny? I remember. Danny?
We just talked about this. I said I'd post somebody this morning, and I did. Then I told you it was Danny. Take the pills, Violet. Take the pills.
I would like to just say to you that what I think is that you want to reveal something private about your life, but you're worried that when you do, you will still be as ordinary as you were before, because the skin shedding relates to personal transformation.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I was close, but your explanations.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess. I was just going to tidy it up.
Did you have a pleasant evening last night?
Great, thanks. The room's really lovely.
But you weren't in this room, were you?
Oh no. Was I sleepwalking again? I haven't done that since... for ages. I didn't come into your room, did I?
No. Yes.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I do that. It only seems to happen when there's a lot of bad energy floating around. Bronwyn says I just stand there and stare. I didn't catch you, not sleeping, did I?
It's meant to carve temples. It's approximately 4,500 years old and comes from an ancient burial ground called Saqqara.
Mrs. Gallagher, an unexpected pleasure.
How long are you planning to be here?
In town? I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave, or you kick us out, obviously.
How did you know Dorota was going to die? Why do you think the police suspect Bronwyn?
Now that's a very good question. Logically speaking, you'd assume all three of us were in on it. Or none of us.
Here, she realizes she's left her money at home. And then the cashier makes her put everything back on the shelves, but it seems more full than before. Wow, I do like dreams like...
You don't trust me, do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, thank you.
I didn't see you yesterday evening.
I stayed in my room. You can ask Lexi. That reminds me, I think I found a book of yours. It's called He Came Through the Shadows.
What makes you think it's mine?
Your name's written on the inside cover.
Doesn't someone puts a lot of effort into something, but they don't get redeemed for it? They have to put everything back the way.
Hello, I'm Rain.
What we're also dealing with here is the loss of money. What you'll often find with dreams is that the loss of money actually relates to a loss of self-identity. So...
Rain, I'm busy. You gonna turn yourself in?
Yeah.
You don't want to see me when I'm angry. A woman is dead. Go play card games somewhere else or whatever the hell it is you do.
You feel that others see you as someone else's significant other, rather than actually having your own identity as yourself. Now, for me personally, I believe that every relationship that you have with someone should be equal, and you should be loved for... Maybe that is something that perhaps, Gabby, you might have...
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
Onto what exactly?
The real reason we're here.
Sam's not a mind reader. At least I don't think so. Just try not to let anything slip.
Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Mother.
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried about Bronwyn?
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Maybe she did kill Dorota.
That's not even funny, Rain. Bronwyn's the least murdery person we know. But okay, let's say she did do it. What possible reason could she have for killing Dorota?
Psychopathic tendencies?
Yeah, Bronwyn's a real bunny boiler.
Trusted. You need her. Penn tried.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Then, now, without Mother, Penn failed.
The police want alibis from everyone for last night.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
And ate it in her bedroom like she was 13 again, sucking on stolen sauce packets from the school canteen. It wasn't her fault. It was bad enough without the gnawing in her stomach. Still needed her mother. The first appointment at the clinic cost most of Mother's jewelry. Then there was the vessel to pay for.
What is it, Miss Taylor?
Why did you hire Sam? Who would want to kill Dorota? Dorota's boyfriend seems sweet.
Have you met him?
Yes.
Miss Taylor, is that a contradiction? It's not what you said in your written statement.
Sorry, I meant no.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Why did you hire Sam?
I didn't hire Sam, the Shaw family did.
No, they didn't. Why did you hire Sam?
Tarot cards tell you that. Listen, Sam gets results. Nobody knows how, but the results are got. I want the killer found as quickly as possible. You got a problem with that?
Who would want to kill Dorota? Are Dorota's family safe?
Why? What are you going to do?
Nothing, just checking.
Is that a threat? If anything happens to the Shaw family, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Leave. Now.
After a couple of weeks, Penn's little fat roll shrank away, like an addict mouse she foolishly dreamed of keeping. In truth, the parrot was better at being mother.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Then, after a while, not even that.
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota will be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than that. Why would I run?
You're prime suspect, aren't you? You look strong enough to strangle another woman. Even if you're innocent, a jury would probably convict you.
Even if I'm innocent? You look strong enough to strangle another woman too.
Well, if you can't pay for your rooms, you might just find out.
See a Christmas tree, but I feel like...
Well, these are spirit chimes.
Oh.
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another ride?
A ride?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it? Birmingham?
The Traveller? Dead girls? Ring any bells?
Traveller?
Bron, you're acting weird. Are you still you?
Of course.
Well, stop freaking me out. It's not cool in this current climate.
Closed.
You're listening to Radio August.
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay. I'm okay. I'm not okay.
Good. It's not our fault this stuff happens. We're just the messengers.
We've seen a lot of stuff.
Are you asking me or telling me? Yes, we've seen a lot of stuff. You seem weird. Just go and regroup or something, then come back and make me feel better about myself.
The secret was to never hit the ground. There's a blue steel dumpster at the back of the Dreamtime Hotel on 39. Roof with a view to die for. In our idle chatter, I pieced together fragments of Tenzin's.
It is, and that's where it's staying. You don't need to see it, Sam. Violet can get confused at times. Just keep doing what you're doing and we'll get along fine. Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. What was Rain doing last night? As for Bronwyn and Lexi, I need you to ask what they were doing last night. Compare alibis. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
Red and gold robes billowing in the wind, shimmering into nothingness long before the ground. Scent is always the first sense to return. Salt to air assaults my nostrils. I arrive to a cacophony of traffic, stood upon...
Claude! Look, why am I being asked all of these questions? What have you said to Sam? Well, that's not the impression I'm getting. No, Claude, you listen to me. We had a deal and you said no questions asked, and a lot of questions are being asked. No, I'm not the killer, so why is everybody asking me all of these questions? Fine. Yes, goodbye, Claude. It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere. No, and I didn't murder her, if that's what you're asking.
Dr. Dimitri Sheffield, an expert in the field of archaeology, hadn't had a breath of fresh air in 8 months.
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam? It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now. Mercury agrees with you. It's nice that you're being honest with me and with yourself. In my room reading, I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me. No, not at all. Lexi popped in and we chatted for a bit, but that's all. I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
Cheeks and the dark circles under their eyes. It seemed the moon had taken its toll on Earth's best and brightest.
I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work. My prayer, that the girl would be safe.
Neither could it have been man-made. The hole was drilled, or otherwise created, over 50.
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails. No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
And how much deeper it went. They had been doing this for the last 14 days, much to Dimitri's growing frustration. At this point, Dimitri started to wonder if the pit even had a bottom. And
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
and his eyes hadn't yet gotten used to the dark, so he instead listened intently. The whispers had stopped. All he heard now was the soft, familiar buzzing of a ceiling.
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright? Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them. Oscar? Have you spoken to him yet? It's not him. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Dorota's boyfriend Oscar is in the clear as far as I'm concerned, but I'm still waiting to hear what he tells you. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. That's it.
Again. I can't see. I think I'm blind. The breathing became heavier.
Who are you? Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a day, a whole day. It's typical of them. Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music. Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other. No one. She was really popular. What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet. Well, yeah, it's big enough for two people to have sex in. Well, not for us. She had a few kinks, nothing weird. Yeah, a band from the 60s. I'm not discussing this with you. Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke. Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, you know, hanging out. I left at about 5. Playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up.
These are cross-referenced with the Daedalus findings, but at first glance it seems to be about abuse or torture.
Yep, that's what you told me too. Not a suspect.
Curious, Dimitri said, his eyes wide with fear. Dr. Remington looked at the others in confusion, then at Dimitri. How did you know? Dimitri snapped back to reality. We've had this conversation before. Is it possible you're having deja vu? Asked Dr. Remington. No, Dimitri replied. I'm sure. I remembered what those writings meant, he said, as he frantically pointed at the notes.
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
They all arrived at the living quarters about an hour later. On the way over, Dimitri had listened to his recordings and couldn't make out anything out of the ordinary. Perhaps the others were right. Perhaps it was all just in his head. Yet he couldn't shake the feeling.
Oscar Wainwright, what a surprise.
In an alien place. Chills ran down his spine. He lay himself on bed and quickly fell asleep. Later that night, Dimitri awoke to the sound of cold and hollow whispers. He didn't bother turning on the light this time.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. What this might be.
So, what I can see here are 3 small metal bells.
Oscar? What are you doing here?
I want to help.
I know. We've already talked about this. You said you'd get into Bronwyn Castle's room somehow and have a look around.
Why?
To find evidence that ties her into Dorota's murder? Maybe you're not the right man for this job.
Cowbells. No? What else has bells? I want to say a Christmas tree, but I feel like...
Well, these are spirit chime.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Oh, have you noticed any spirits turning up at the station lately?
So does it just invite bad spirits, or...?
Not necessarily bad spirits, just...
Chief DuPont, there's been loads of people coming around asking questions. I don't even know half of them.
Bronwyn is still prime suspect.
Not that I know of. She collected thimbles. She said she didn't need any. She had hard calluses on her fingers from all the cello.
Have you looked in Dorota's bedroom?
Not since the murder. There's still a load of my stuff in there. I climb in through the window, but it's on the 3rd floor.
Bronwyn is still prime suspect.
I know, I agree. Because she tipped you off. If I manage to get into her room, what am I looking for again?
Anything that ties her to the murder. You're going to break and enter.
No, we talked about this. You said I could help, so I'm helping.
Feebly delivered, Uni's reply, a loud and indignant meow, was an order. This could only mean one thing. Ivan sat up, scooped Uni to the floor, and pulled on a t-shirt.
Why is Sam still questioning me? Do I need to bring up Mr. Hedges again?
Are you threatening me? Who is...
Exactly.
What?
Mr. Hedges. The man you asked me to put up, who then, died.
And then what?
And then we buried him together so nobody would find out any of this ringing any bells.
We buried someone together?
Not literally speaking. You took the body and you said you'd bury it, but, I'm an accomplice. We'd both be going down.
Misery. He put all of them out of their misery. A stamp to the head, the tiniest cracking of skull.
You have a recognizable knock, Chief DuPont. I'll remember not to answer next time.
Do you know Dorota's boyfriend?
I've met him once, yes.
Just the once? When?
This morning.
What did you talk about?
The weather and some other things which I'm not at liberty to discuss. Feel free to ask him, though.
She circled the kitten's body, stepping over its limp legs without even looking, her eyes fixed on him, waiting for a closer look. The kitten's eyes were open, blue, pink nose, pink ears. We're on to kittens now, Uni? Uni meowed. Ivan pushed himself up and went to get a towel. When he returned, trying to drag itself up, its back legs lay
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
As big as his palms. He left the towel on the floor. He'd need it to clean up later. He held the kitten against his chest.
Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
No. Yes. She forgives you.
Really? You actually spoke to her? Did she say anything else? Is she okay? Who killed her?
It's hazy. That's all I got.
Okay, that's okay. She forgives me. I guess she didn't have time to elaborate.
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction. Do you get on with Dorota's family?
Not really. Especially not now. They're convinced I got her into the wrong crowd or something. Am I really a bad influence?
Yes. No.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I know it's a bit soon, but maybe we can grab coffee sometime? Just to chat about things.
No, thanks. Yes, that would be nice.
I like you, Bronwyn. How about soon? How about tonight? I can come to the guest house?
No, you can't. Sure.
So it's a date? Sort of. I'll see you soon.
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction. I'm sorry.
It's okay, just... How did you know? How did you come up with a name and then... she's gone?
She's not gone. She's waiting to pass. How could someone even get into Dorota's bedroom?
The usual way? The front door. Like, it's a townhouse and she's on the 3rd floor. So, other than teleporting or a big ladder, that's the only way. Hi. Hey. Hello. Sorry, I'm not used to dating so soon.
I'm actually not in the mood anymore. It's okay. We can take it slowly.
Oh, I wasn't sure I was thinking on doing anything, physical.
Get up on the bed. It's okay. We can talk, just sit on the bed.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I'm still trying to make sense of it all. I noticed I've got some Earl Grey in the hallway. I know it sounds a bit rude, but I'd really like some if you wouldn't mind.
Sure, I'll be right back.
Bed sheets. That's what it is.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody takes that amount of care now.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Particular is a physical need for life. So what we're also dealing with here is the loss of
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother?
Not really, just gossip. Apparently she went to have some portrait photos done and started stripping off. Weston's photographic. Zach Weston. He'll get himself into trouble one of these days. If you keep taking pictures of pretty girls in their underwear, somebody's going to get upset. Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking. At Weston's photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there. Sorry, Sam, I forgot you've only been here an hour or so. You've come and gone so much already, it feels like you've been here much longer. Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam? The masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know, would you, Sam?
But it's just not possible for Robin because perhaps there are issues, and it's just perhaps not how it used.
Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today. Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down her neck, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true. To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie. I was logged into Tarotasm. It's a phone reading service and I get paid by the minute. Which, now that I'm saying it, it's not something I really should be bragging about. Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking. He confided in me quite a bit, actually. He seemed to appreciate having someone to talk to, and he knew I couldn't tell anyone what he said. Oh, Sam, you know I can't do that. Tarot reader client confidentiality.
Own tower, and it just keeps going up and up and up. And I always wake up before I reach the top.
Sam, what can I do for you? Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travellers is... Well, let's put a pin in this one, Sam. Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it. We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name. It's Lexi's thing. I don't personally go near them, but in this case, it did help. No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time, it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest. Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out Dorota. This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveller who died here. Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities. We're trying to save people. I said we're trying. We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where bad things are going to happen, and we try and stop them.
Had been made these last few months. Discoveries he had never dared dream of, much less be a part of. When he and the other scientists first arrived here...
Hi Sam, back for more already? I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble? Ron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was though, cross my heart and hope to die. Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it? Oh, did you now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel? Cheeky? Are you flirting with me? Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that. Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device. Want to know how it works? Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars in space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that. With so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me? Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead. Yes, it does. You just don't understand. No, I think Bronwyn met him though. This morning, he only wanted to see her. I guess he didn't want anyone else to hear what he had to say.
Read him with concern. I'm not sure that's wise, said Dr. Remington, clearly echoing the thoughts of the other two scientists. Perhaps it was Dimitri's frustration with the project's slow progress and his eagerness for a breakthrough that prompted him to bond. I will, he insisted. I'll do it. The three scientists all looked at each other.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Neither do I, thought Dimitri. Even in the moon's low gravity, he could feel his stomach drop as his descent quickly accelerated. At regular intervals to confirm that their communication was still working. 200 meters, 300 meters, 400, 500, 700. Nearing the end of the rope now, she informed Dmitri at 800 meters. The rest was inaudible. I'll just tug the rope and you'll pull me back up, Dmitri said to himself.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
To all sides of the tunnel. Only now did it occur to him how narrow the tunnel really was. If he got stuck somehow, there was no way for anyone to help him out. He desperately tried to dismiss the thought and focus on his work. Not much to see. Hold on. There's some scratches here. Did I do that just now? No.
Miss Castle. More unexpected pleasures.
What did Dorota's boyfriend say about me?
Something about a message you wouldn't deliver? Did you want him to be a special friend? Is that why you killed his girlfriend?
I didn't kill Dorota. You have no proof.
You don't know what we've got, Miss Castle. That's between Sam and I.
I was nowhere near Dorota last night.
You said you were with another one of the readers. All I'm saying is that Violet didn't recall seeing any of you.
Violet doesn't remember where she was. Violet doesn't...
She tell you that? She's playing with you to get you to open up.
He away the silence and took his mind off the endless depths beneath him. By the time Dmitri was done with his task, he had gotten so used to the sound of the scratching pencil that it still lingered in his head. A welcome reprieve from the unnerving silence.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Dmitri started yelling up the shaft. Pull me up! Get me out of here, please!
Rain, can I help?
About last night.
Was there a problem?
My tap was dripping, but I fixed it. Where were you?
Dripping? Maybe I was in my bedroom. That's out of bounds to you.
I don't know, he replied. Just get me back up. Later that...
Don't forget the group reading, Ray. By which I mean, if you see Lexi, tell her not to forget the group reading.
What's the plan?
We still don't know what we're dealing with. There's every chance that it could just be a normal human murder.
What if it's not a normal human murder?
Then we have to assume that it's some kind of traveller.
Like in Birmingham?
Yeah, like in Birmingham.
Showed Dr. Yutani the etchings he had copied, much to her delight and gratitude. It appeared the writing consisted of one word repeated over and over.
What do you think of Sam?
Oh, I'll totally hit that. Apart from the whole investigating Bronwyn for murder thing, of course. But that's a minor flaw. I can work around it.
I hear Sam likes you too.
Really? Well, you know, I'm not surprised. I am a total babe.
Closely associated with wickedness, something to be punished. As he contemplated the day,
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Ceiling lamp. Dimitri wondered how the light could be on if his room was still shrouded in darkness. He rubbed the heels of his hands against his eyes, trying hopelessly to rub the blackness out of them. His befuddlement, the terrifying realization that he had gone blind. Out of bed, felt his bare feet touch the cold floor, and quickly, but carefully, made his way to the door. Stumbled into the hallway. "Help!" he stammered.
Dorota had a boyfriend.
Oscar, the guy I met this morning? The one I told you about? Yes.
What did he...
Answers. Reassurance. Forgiveness.
Do you think he killed her?
Not considering what he asked me to do.
Blind. The breathing became heavier, but there was no reply. Without knowing what came over him, Dimitri yelled out,
I feel sad for Oscar.
Bronwyn said to stay away from him and the family. We're drawing too much attention to ourselves. We won't be able to finish our job.
Job?
Are you wearing a wire? You know why we're here. Don't make me say it.
Say it.
No. Stop being silly.
He approached the source of the sound. He reached out his hand, but no one was there. Dimitri was both perplexed and overcome by a frightful panic.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Or any other man. Its harsh consonants and unearthly vowels chilled him to the bone. He grew more incessant, hounding him, compelling him to listen, until he understood the meanings of their words.
I changed your sheets last night, and you weren't here.
That's impossible. I was in that room praying the entire time, and those sheets have definitely not been changed, I can assure you. Are you trying to frame me?
He was still inside the hole. Had he been dreaming? What had been a dream, and what had been reality? It all felt the same to him. He quickly searched his pouch and found the etchings he had made. Everything that had occurred after he copied the notes must have been some kind of hallucination, he concluded, possibly caused by a The three scientists all looked at him eagerly.
Violet.
Sam knows about Mr. Hedges.
I'll handle it, Violet. Just get back to the guest house. Unless something else you need?
To hide his anxiety. With a trembling hand, he produced the etchings from his pouch. "What's this?" Dr. Utani asked as she carefully accepted the notes. "More writing from the strangers?" She studied the letters, hemming and hawing. "It's just one word repeated."
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
"Is it possible you're having deja vu?" asked Dr. Remington. "No."
I'm truly sorry about Dorota. I didn't see you here last night.
What are you implying?
It's just suspicious.
Does anyone really care that Dorota is dead?
I'm truly sorry about Dorota.
I didn't really know her. I saw her pictures in the newspaper. Can't remember what for right now.
Be gone. I'm going to die here alone. The other scientists quietly glanced at each other. Doctor,
You can tell Sam about Birmingham. What did you tell the police you were doing last night?
I told them the truth, that I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading?
You already told us. 8 o'clock. Bron, are you okay?
You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
and hollow whispers in the darkness. He didn't bother turning on the light this time.
Oh, Bron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk.
Is something wrong?
No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur?
Probably. I don't know. She has that look about her, don't you think? Like she knows something she's not letting on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's cameras hidden in the wardrobe.
What have you got to hide?
Nothing. Though I'd rather she didn't see me dancing around in my underwear. I only do that for people I love.
Do you love me?
Of course I do, Bron. See? And now that's on film. I hope you enjoyed that, Violet. Listen, we need to talk about our alibi.
What about our alibi?
I know you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
We should do whatever it takes.
You're acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes.
Then stop with the cloak and dagger stuff, alright?
So what might this be?
Well, it definitely looks like an alien, and from what I can see...
Oh, I picked it up on eBay. It's supposed to be proof that aliens...
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
All this needed was an audience to be infectious, and it's so easy here.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online. Yes. What do you want? I already told the police she did all those things of her own accord. I didn't force her to do anything. Oh, Dorota Shaw. Sorry, I'm afraid I didn't know her that well. For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot. No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat. If you asked me to drive there without my sat-nav, no. No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Yeah, this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Ooh, hang on. Do you see what I see? Nothing else? Just a dead girl who looks alive. That's the power of photography. It preserves us forever like butterflies under a glass. Here. I'm usually here most nights. Only the roof rats. Friends, yes. I know Violet very well. Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center. I'm sorry my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex. What do you mean? Violet needs to mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography. It's all very tasteful. Boudoir photographs are all about leading the eye and letting the imagination do the work. Most photographers mess it up. It's not supposed to resemble a Victorian whorehouse. Yeah, she didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume. Would you, like to see them? As you can see, it's all very artistic. Dorota was a natural. She lit up the front of the camera. Want to see the videos? Oh, that's a good one. Oh. Here they are. Oh, not that one. Ah. This is the one. Here you go. there's more. This is the stuff. She's, how you say, acting?
To listen. It wasn't hard to make the boy listen after the first fail.
If you have anything else on Zach Weston, let me know. And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two then. Well, unless they were for Oscar, I don't know. Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork. That's what he says, but no one can back him up. He's on my radar now. I think you're supposed to tell me that. If he was taking photos of Dorota, maybe he fell for her? And the feeling wasn't mutual. Artists have muses, apparently. Wish I had one. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. Zach says he's sleeping with Violet, which I doubt. Zach did other photo sessions with Dorota. Boudoir. I wonder what else he's not telling us. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. Keep me posted. Yeah, he mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
And yet more dominoes fell, landing at the heads of graves in the field of stones. Unstoppable, relentless waves eroding the people on shore until...
How did you hear about that? Anyway, it wasn't a date. I was doing a favour for Chief DuPont. Only lasted a few minutes. Are you working with him or not? Look, if you didn't want to tell you, then I'm not gonna. No? Who's that? Okay, so this Zach guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her. Were they sleeping together? Why did you tell me that? Every time I think of her now, I'm going to see her with someone else. Who what? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them? Yeah, I'll put them in an album for you. No.
Sphinx of Giza. Well, that's what the man down the pub told me.
That's incredible.
Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed. Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. So, what do we have here?
Well, this is certainly interesting. This, I would say you have to hold with two hands. And so I'd say it's heavy because it's made out of metal. Mm-hmm. And also there's... It's like green paint with some engraving on it.
Yes, what kind of situation or scene do we have depicted there? What do you think?
Well, what I think I can see is perhaps two people in combat.
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he did mention Dorota. He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw. Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing. Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3. You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute. I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds. Some religions talk of demons, but they don't actually exist. Travellers can get inside us and make it look like we're possessed, hence the demons. Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect. They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them. Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Poe's curiosity shop is now closed.
Dreams.
And nightmares.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just get me to 8, okay?
On a tightrope across a pool of sharks, but the sharks don't seem to notice me. They're busy playing poker. I fall, but I never hit the water.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a jaunt somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Stand for perhaps some danger that's lurking, perhaps represented as danger.
Do we really have to? How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it. He says he loves me, that I'm the only one for him. But he doesn't look at me in the same way he looks at his photographs. I can see it. He hungers for a younger, filthier version of me. Can't be someone else. Yes, he likes showing them to me. It's obviously not something I want to talk about. They're his sex slaves. I'd like to think that. I know who Zach does it for.
worried that if you stop doing everything that you do, you'd attract their attention.
Yeah, because they're busy. They're busy in his dream, aren't they?
They are, and they...
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
It's a Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands. This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in the deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552. I know. I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Munro.
Sam, I've just arrested Bronwyn and Lexi. I know I don't really have anything, but they have been winding me up all day, coming in here, talking to me like I'm a suspect, and generally being weird. So, they're safely behind bars now, and presumably Ellis will live. Just keep an eye on Rain. Perhaps he'll take over the job if no one else is around.
The same petulant squawks. Penn didn't bother with a cage. She didn't need one. The bird took up a...
You must be Sam. I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me. We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him. On air? We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding. Yes. We were friends. I hadn't known her for long, only a few weeks. We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show. After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back. This is just between us, right? We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy. Poe and Dorota, people I say hi to. I have thousands of followers and subscribers, and they keep me feeling warm when I'm down, but they're not friends. I do get the odd stalker, but that isn't something anyone wants. Oscar, yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind, but she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch, so tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked. She told Oscar to watch from her walk-in wardrobe. When he was at a safe distance, she put on a show. She faked it. She told me she faked it. But you'd know best. I don't think so. We were very discreet. It was more fun that way. Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. No. Zach keeps asking, but I just don't want to. Not for him, but Dorota did. She gave me the pictures as a gift. She looked amazing. No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam? REM sleep. So, you don't think dreams mean anything? Everyone has meaningful dreams, Sam. Everyone. Just don't hurt me. Or let me get hurt. Sam, you forgot your phone.
He tainted all of it. There was nothing left. And now it was just a waiting game until she got to her lonely...
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me. Why? I'm assuming that's just a gut feeling. If you actually knew who the murderer was, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Look, I see you're starting to care for these people already, but Violet's been watching them like a hawk. If you can convince her, you convince me. We've got a new target. Alice Munro. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Around her pillow as she laid back, holding the bottle above her, note on the pillow beside her. Pills don't hurt.
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here. Couple of times, promo shoots, that sort of thing. No, she is my type though. Type of model. I'll ask her about the boudoir shoot again.
Very well. She'd only gotten sick, was taken to the hospital before the pills tore apart her liver. The doctors, the ones who cared enough to see the signs, helped her, or tried at least. And the demon was quieted for a while, until he wasn't. More time and the...
How could you let Chief Dupont do that? I'm not talking to you until you get this fixed. Bronwyn was on Tarotasm, Sam. Just like she was an hour ago. And they record everything, so her alibi should be without question. She was just lying to protect Lexi. She's maternal like that.
Stained the porcelain and he relished in it. The pain let go. Finally, and that fed him too.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name? I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret? Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. Shh, she doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you? She has a wicked imagination for her age. I was seeing and hearing things that weren't there. That's why I'm taking pills. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up. No. Not even the moon. I don't really want to. About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. A cold tap. drip. And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness, like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times, even on clozapine. I get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal. As far as I know, I've gone. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on. They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories. What do you know? I'm not sure that changes my mind. We're talking about a possible murderer, Sam. And you're sure it was her? Then it couldn't be her, could it? You want me to tell Claude, don't you? Sorry, I mean Chief DuPont. Fine, fine, I'll call him. Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio.
Stop doing everything that you do, you detract their attention.
Yeah, because they're busy. They're busy in his dream, aren't they?
They are, and you said you're just carrying on as normal. But Marek, what I'd like to say to you is that maybe you're worrying too much about these negative people. If what you're doing is a positive thing, then you should always be receiving positive things in return. If they're a negative person, you don't necessarily need to give them all. So perhaps, Marek, you need to take a step back, I think, in this case.
Very good.
Thank you for your dreams.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
This is certainly interesting. Hands. And so I'd say it's heavy because it's made out of metal. And also there's
What do you know about it? She thinks she was abducted. Obviously, it's all fiction. Fine. Let me do the paperwork. I'm starting to regret hiring you. Maybe you should concentrate on something else. We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn was logged into a call centre system called Taratasm. I heard the recordings from last night. It's her voice. So as much as it pains me to say it, Bronwyn isn't a suspect. But Lexi and Rain still are. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Lung. Read by Jessie Cox. She must be early 20s. The white robes barely cover her, soaked in blood. How very traditional, thinks Lung, lighting up another cigarette. Cough. 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 The day it...
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do. Who's that? Is he a suspect? I guess he must be. Okay, I'm on the case. Just give me a minute to get ready and I'll be off.
Phone from his jacket and hits a speed dial number. After a few rings, it's answered. Mrs. Hedges. I think I found her.
A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it? Three is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it in our universe anyway. But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveler's from. Maybe 3 is just the carry-on limit for interdimensional travel. Was it a gold coin? That's more of a serial killer thing than a possessed by a traveler thing. It's a bit showy, but well, there's no guarantees. I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing. Yeah, she sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead. No. I can do a reading if you want. The Chariot. Is Zach a suspect? I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent-up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that... I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it? Yes, of course, anything. I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
And lights it. Cough. Cough. Coughing like it's her first smoke. She looks down pitifully at Lung and shrugs. Gotta find me a good one.
You're listening to...
You're only alive because we want you to be.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
And they're astonishingly smooth down to a molecular level.
I need to talk about Alice Munro.
What have you been doing with Alice Munro?
What haven't I been doing? What have you heard?
The tarot readers have predicted that she's the next victim. Do you think we should do something?
Want to fool around?
No, I do not. I've got more important things to do, Zach.
Much to Dimitri's growing frustration. At this point, Dimitri started to wonder if the pit and dreaded what they would find there if it did.
Zach, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
Malfunctioned at a depth of 500 meters. Are we really planning to do the same thing while expecting different results? Asked Dr. Whitfield, pretending to be offended. Do you have another suggestion? Dr. Yutani offered. Without much thought, Dimitri blurted down there. Then, again without thinking, added, one of us perhaps? Him with concern.
Zach? What are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
Good to know. I'm not one of them though, so... Unless there's anything else?
Pose for me.
Zach, please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just, undo a few buttons, yeah?
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you? That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
All hooked up and ready to go. The crew member, who had helped him pull on his rappelling harness, performed a final check on the crane, which was normally used for lowering the much lighter probes down the abyssal shaft. Dr. Remington had initially objected to using the feeble apparatus.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
He'd almost forgotten about the earpiece he was wearing. Yes, Dr. Yutani, I hear you loud and clear, he replied.
Claude?
Here all day. Dr. Yutani sounded tired. Besides...
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
And to notify him of the depth of his descent. 200 meters, 300 meters, 600, 700, nearing the end of the rope now. If we lose communication, just... The rest was inaudible. I'll just tug the rope and you'll pull me back up, Dimitri said to himself. After plummeting what was probably a few hundred meters... Rope, Dimitri said out loud. He wasn't sure why he suddenly felt the need to narrate.
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Is it about the boudoir photos?
Am I still a suspect?
Yes.
But I was playing football, and there was loads of witnesses. How?
Everyone is a suspect. You killed her after. and planted the body. Everyone is a suspect.
It takes half an hour to get to football. And what? I left her in the boot while I went to have a kickabout? I'm starting to see why they hired Sam now.
Is it about the boudoir photos?
Yeah. So it's true then?
I haven't seen them. I'm sorry. It's all tasteful stuff. Maybe a gift for you.
I didn't get them. Now I feel like I'm the only person who hasn't seen them.
Dimitri reached into another pouch and carefully took out a pencil and a piece of paper. I'll make a copy of the...
Chief DuPont. Thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking you're safe.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Have I ever let you down? What's really worrying you?
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
There were whispers. Overcome by a sudden and severe dread, Dimitri frantically jerked on the rope. There was no response. As Dimitri kept tugging on the rope, the whispers grew louder, or perhaps they were getting closer. Dimitri started...
Hello, I'm Rain.
Please go faster, he pleaded the moment communication was restored. What's going on, Dr. Sheffield?
Who is Sophia?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter, at that age where she overshares.
Is she a ghost?
What makes you say that, Rain? Is there something about her aura?
And was unable to discern any unusual sounds. This even meant the whispers were on a wavelength that...
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
You do?
Enlighten me.
Maybe Ellis should stay with us. Maybe Ellis should stay with Chief DuPont.
With his track record, I'm pretty sure he'd like to lock Ellis up, for safety. But it probably would break a couple of Geneva Conventions, even if it was for her own good.
Yes. As people of science, they had all agreed how disturbing it was that, to the civilization that came up with this word...
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So, Ellis Munro.
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really? Well, what's Sam going to do?
I believe Sam is going to save Ellis. According to the Ouija, this could play out in a lot of different ways, but mostly saving Ellis.
What other ways?
Ellis could run, Ellis could die, Ellis could be saved, mistaken identity, someone else dies. There's a lot of noise coming from the beyond, but it's not just a load of voices saying Ellis will die. Sam's got this.
Panicking, Dimitri stumbled out of bed, felt his bare feet touch the cold floor, and quickly, but carefully, made his way to the door. He searched for the handle, opened the door, and stumbled into the hallway. "Help!" he stammered. "Somebody help!" No one answered. He continued into the common area of the base, which he knew to be consistent.
Haven't you done enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I know it's not your fault. Well, unless you're the killer.
Have you made a decision about the show?
I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Why would I scare off your listeners? What reading?
The reading you gave me. To show me what you could do. It was scarily accurate.
What was accurate about it?
Everything. My broken heart, the enveloping darkness, my beautiful death. You said it was just a metaphor, that it was just about transformation. But it's not. I'm going to die, aren't I?
He felt like he was going mad. Nothing made sense. He just wanted to leave this a million miles away. He knew he was alone here, and no one big. It was then he heard the voices again whispering to him, almost able to make out individual words in a language wholly unknown to him or any other man. Its harsh consonants and unearthly vowels chilled him to the bone. Dmitri covered his ears to make
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
He wondered which part had been a dream and what had been reality. He quickly searched his pouch and found the etchings he had made. Everything that had occurred after hallucination, he concluded, possibly caused by a gas or an unfamiliar type. Three scientists all looked at him eagerly as he climbed out of the hole. Well, did Whitfield asked. All we heard was static. I have something that might interest Dr. Yutani, Dmitri said with a smile, trying to hide his anxiety. With a trembling hand, he produced the etchings from his pouch.
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
What have you got?
Does, this mean anything to you?
That's Dorota.
And what if I showed you this?
Alice Munro.
Do you know her?
She's from the radio.
And if I do this? No? Anything?
What are you doing?
That'll be all. You can go now.
We've had this conversation before. Is it possible you're having deja vu? Asked Dr. Remington. No, Dmitri replied. I'm sure.
Oscar Wainwright. I've heard so much about you.
Were you sleeping with Dorota?
No. Were you? She just asked me to watch. Didn't even get past the adverts.
You watched her? Did you touch her?
She didn't bloody let me. The truth is, I would have loved to touch her. But she's just a massive tease. But well done you, though, for getting in there. Bloody hell!
Make out anything out of the ordinary. Perhaps the others were right. Perhaps it was all just in his head. Yet he couldn't shake the feeling that he had seen his imminent and unavoidable future.
Now that's a thought.
But, you know, I just thought it looked nice. Did you think so?
I think it's beautiful, but slightly frightening that it's from so long ago.
To be honest, it might just have been someone imagining that that's what aliens look like. Or it could be an observation, countering some. This curiosity shop is now closed.
Dreams. Poe and Monroe. Okay, so we've heard from Alex. Now it's a woman lying in a lake with her eyes closed and her black hair streaming beneath the surface. She must be dead. No one can breathe that long underwater. Guys, it's not her that's underwater. I mean, this one's sharing this with us. Now, Poe, do you have any ideas what this might represent?
Yeah. She asked for a sample reading to show what I could do. No, he didn't seem all that interested. It's a shame. He seems like a man with lots of interesting demons. In Birmingham, it was a man called Uri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. We couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. Because he said he'd see us again. In August. Before we even knew it was a month and a place. Yes, I met her at the radio station. I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free.
True. But thank you again for sharing with us.
Oh, I'm so impressed again. Monroe, you're so observant. Take something from this.
Thank you for your dreams.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Chinese dragon?
Quite a dragon. You're right.
A winged lion?
Lion dog, actually.
Oh, right.
Lexicorn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What did you hear?
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not?
I'm gonna stick around until you're sick of the sight of me, alright? I'm not in any danger. Ellis is in danger. Sam's in danger.
That's what can happen when you sell something that guards against evil.
Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it? Why don't we just quit?
And leave Bron on her own? Quite possibly to die? No. I'm locked in now, until the end. Whatever that may be.
Sure what the ball on the end's for?
Well, it's a silver rattle. Ends along.
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota. I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you.
Things? That's ominously vague. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lexi.
Lexi? I like it. It's got an edge.
Dorota says she knew you.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks. Sure.
Here, I've only got vodka. You're old enough to drink, right?
Of course.
I like you already.
You're dating Violet, aren't you? I know what you did to Dorota.
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
You killed her.
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
You're dating Violet, aren't you?
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam. That's not what Violet thinks.
Violet doesn't always see things clearly. It's fine. I know how to handle her.
Doesn't see what clearly? What?
I know how to talk to her. She's a sweetheart when you get to know her.
I watched him jump, red and gold robes billowing in the wind, shimmering into nothingness long before the ground. Scent is always the first sense to return. Salt to air assaults my nostrils. I arrive to a cacophony of the sun sliding into the Pacific. The view is breathtaking.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Like this. So, it feels...
Thank you for helping with the chief. Do you believe Tara can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Did it really? Can it predict the murderer? No. Of course not. You'd have done that already.
Thank you for helping with the chief.
I'm not a monster, Bronwyn. I believe in justice too.
This particular one has traces of the same limestone as the Great Sphinx of Giza. Well, that's what the man down the pub told me.
What a day. Alice Munro, then. Looks like our traveller likes redheads.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Should we be worried about Violet?
Maybe. She thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Then that possibly means she's already been a traveller target. What else did she say?
Something about being in a row of heads?
So they're killing us for sport. Sounds about right.
I've done a bad thing and it's only Wednesday. Her name was Vanessa Quinn and she was an anomat or so.
Bron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about Ellis? What would you do about Ellis?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
A few times we've caught up with the traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them? Killing them? Restraining them? Talking to them?
Please don't kill that person. Okay, thanks. Oh no, look, you killed them anyway. You know that doesn't work, Ron.
Any other kind of action, so I throw it over Vanessa's body and open the door. It's almost too late before I realize I'm still holding the gun. But I quickly stuff it down the back of my pants. Oh, it's hot. Officer Peters looks me up and down. She's hot too, but not as hot as the gun in the back of my pants. I wince. Yes, officer? Coming from this building? Didn't hear a thing, I tell her, smiling sheepishly. Not at all, I say, letting her through. Her tour of the office takes about 5 seconds. 5.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police!
Try. I protest as she sits down, but it's too late. She's definitely sitting on Vanessa's bleeding body. She's armed, so I'll need to be quicker, or maybe run. The window, I could jump, say 20 flights. Peter sighs. I'll get going then. Heading for the door, she turns around one last time. Be careful, she whispers. Thinks there's an onomat on the loose, and when they get in your head, you can't get them out. Oh, you don't want to hear anything, not from an onomat. If you find one, shoot it. That's the only way to... That, she's gone. I shut the door firmly behind her and retrieve the gun firmly behind me. I turn and see Vanessa upright on the couch, just like before I shot her.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Now, go and tell the chief.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and found dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in. Yes, August was built on the blood of innocence. Kind of puts Dorota's murder into perspective, doesn't it? We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. Heavens no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends, that's all. Only a madman, or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe, that was her idea. Our show? We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. That's cynical, detective. Not at all. We aren't the only show on the radio. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Tarot? Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? On air, much of our broadcast is pre-recorded, but we always do the hourly news live. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
Other uses for me. Spidery fingers wrenched open my jaw, fingers with far too many segments which traced along the sides of my face and into my mouth, stretching it.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy, but he does have a criminal record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you. Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Ellis knows Violet because of the Free Radio Project. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens would be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Alice Munro? I'll send Danny over. And that means there'll be nobody at the guest house. So be extra vigilant.
What do you mean you're sticking me with Danny? Danny is basically doing out a scream. I'm a sitting duck. Isn't there anyone else? You? Yes, you. Please, will you stay with me? Thank you, Sam. Thanks for staying with me, Sam. I know it's dangerous. I don't know why you're here, but I'm glad you are. It's almost 10 o'clock, Sam. When's it gonna be over? You said Bronwyn will call when it's safe. Should we call them now, or are we just supposed to wait? I know you're just being good, but that's kind of easy for you to say right now. I think I'm probably gonna have a heart attack before anyone gets a chance to kill me. That's the door. That's the door, Sam. What are we gonna do?
Where's Ellis? Sam, where the hell is Ellis?
I'm here. I was just hiding. Sorry.
Ellis, thank God. I've been outside all the time, okay? Bronwyn Castle just called. She said the danger is over. They've done a new reading. There's another victim now. Look, Danny's outside. He's going to take you somewhere safe, okay? Sam, I think you should find out who the next victim's going to be. Then come and see me in my office.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm Poe, and this is your August update. Police investigating the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw say they are getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation and caused alarm amongst August residents. Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. And Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love out to you too. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you. I don't know, Sam, I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you, it might be different. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest? During that whole thing with Alice, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name. Violet, are you sure? Fine. Okay, I trust you, Sam. I just hope you know what you're doing. I'll get the paperwork drawn up, we'll get Violet in. See if we can't get a confession to something.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive. There is no next victim. Violet's locked up. She's being charged for murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done. And spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you and, well, just, will you? Really? Oh, Sam, that's wonderful. Let's finish packing and we can leave this afternoon. Sam, thank you. We're going to change lives, believe me.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. Alexi hug. Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives. I see. Nice thing. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Heart wants what it wants. Perhaps you should go for a while so I can have a little cry. I'll be okay though.
Sam, you're safe. Thank Christ. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, I know. There's been a lot of death going around. Look, however this pans out, I just wanted to say thank you. Chief Dupont was going to screw everything, but you kept it all together. The right was stopped. But there's tens, if not hundreds, going on all the time, so we got to keep going. I don't know if Bron asked in the end, but I hope you're coming with us. I really do.
I didn't think you'd leave without saying goodbye. People do horrible things to people every day. I'm just glad there's someone like you around to save us. I mean, everyone needs a little saving from time to time. Even me. That's easy for you to say. Look what you've just been through. I'd have been dead a few hours ago if it wasn't for you. But you're right. I am strong. I will be fine. But I like having you around, Sam. I hope you're staying.
Sam, you did good. I thought you would. I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done. I hear you're leaving town with the tarot readers. That's a real big shame. You were starting to fit in here. But good luck to you. You're doing what many of us have died trying. Leaving August. And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.